So, hello everyone. Hello, Lucia. How are you today?
Hello, Martinka. I'm very good, and I'm just admiring your necklace. It's matching your eyes, and it's like
Oh,
bright in your face. Love it.
thank you. It was my present from Sunday in Brighton. I went to Vega Fest. It was really nice.
Nice.
So, hi everyone. Thank you very much for our chit chat on Wednesday with Lucia. Hope you all well. We've got a better weather today than it was yesterday, but we're all praying for summer to come, don't we?
Yeah. Although my spiritual guide, my healer says that it's always we should always celebrate, because even the rain is like nourishing nature, and but
Sure.
I living in London, we always wish for summer because it's like scarcity of summer, right? So yeah, but other than we had an amazing storm. My favorite is a summer storm. If you want to make me happy with something, like please bring me summer storm. That was makes me really feel romantic and really for some reason. But today, guys, today we are going to talk and hang around. So get your cups ready because I've got one. Matty's got a smoothie. She always got a smoothie, don't you, Matty? I
Yes.
I need to ask you what you've got in there. Um, but yeah, get your cups ready and lunch is ready. Today we are going to have a freestyle discussion about something that yeah, it might be really interesting actually. What we are talking about, Matty, today.
Well, before we're gonna do that, we're going to introduce ourselves, who we are, just a quick briefly so people know. So my name is Martina Stewart and I've been living in England for 19 years now. Originally, I'm coming from Slovakia. I've got English husband and two lovely children, 13 and 9 years old. I'm very passionate about the healthy lifestyle. I've been promoting veganism for last 5 years on and off of the social media. I'm loving smoothies, how you can tell, and I'm helping people to try go vegan, probably for 30 days, just to try how their body will react, how they will change. They will gonna have loads of energy. They're gonna clean their body, clean their mind. It's just, to try to go for vegan for 30 days. So if you got some questions or you would like to find some more information, then pop me a message. I would really lovely to help you. How about you, Lucia?
Well, I actually just want to say I would love to talk to you myself because I have been doing as a yoga teacher, and I introduce myself in a moment, but as a yoga teacher, but also someone who is interested in always interested in how to be our best, right? Like on a
Yeah.
physical, mental, spiritual level, how to be vital, how to be beautiful. I've always been interested in this for many years. And although I love, I'm not like your classical yogi, like skinny vegetarian type. Like I love a little bit of sausage. Now, boys will. This is not going to go down well, what I just said. But oh my God, every single live, I just say something like this. I don't know.
I
Last
love it. It's good. Keep going.
anyway, um, so yeah, but I'm at the same time interested. I'm really interested to see and try the difference. So maybe we can have a conversation because yeah, I'm interested to find out like what level I can operate on. I feel pretty good, even like the
Yeah.
way I'm, at the moment. But I really like to explore what else is possible.
Oh yeah, you always have to push yourself, don't you?
Yeah, not even push. It's not about pushing. We push ourselves.
Try something different. And I
Yeah,
don't. If you don't try something new and higher up, then you will never know how that feels. So
like exploring, really. I mean, I'm such someone who is very curious, and I think I think that drives me forward in many of my areas of my life. So my name is Lucia Hoxa. I am a yoga teacher, lifestyle coach, and social entrepreneur. I adore what I do. I One of the things that we successfully launched is actually Aroma Yoga in London. So what it is essential oils. We are used basically. There is a company, very lovely woman from this company who is a specialist on essential oils contacted me, and she said, Lucia, we would love to work with you and co-create something. And this is how
Yeah.
it started. We met, and she started doing me this all amazing like aroma touch with these essential oils, and I was just smelling like the smell of it. I've got some of it on me at the moment as well. It's just the sheer smell and the fragrance. And guys, I'm not talking about oils. I'm very sorry, Holland and Barrett, but yeah, I'm not talking about those kind of oils. I'm talking about, like real,
Yeah, I think I have tried them. I know
yeah,
what you're talking. Yeah.
like proper essences. They are expensive. I mean, it's not cheap thing, but it's so worth it. And so she was doing me all these massage, and I couldn't resist. And then the way my brain operates, right, is that as we've been talking, it was very creative. People loved us everywhere we went because everything smelled really nice after us. And
Sorry, can I just interrupt? Do you using it as a perfume then?
yes,
I can use it.
I totally stopped using perfume
Because I am looking for good perfume, and you know how perfume can be toxic and everything. Thank you.
I'll give you Tatiana's number. I'm very happy to do it. I stopped using all the perfumes, guys. I actually can't tolerate most of them now because it's just not like I don't know. Like as your awareness rises, your sensitivity is rising. We will maybe talking about it a little bit more in a moment. And so I can't actually, and I don't want to. I don't want to anymore.
Yeah.
And yes,
cool.
I definitely give you some. So yeah, anyway, we used the essential oils and yoga, and I designed the specific yoga sequences, yoga classes where I move in a way that it complements the benefits of these individual oils, and it's just beautiful. It's just like a dance. It's so, for me, teaching these classes together with beautiful, amazing, like healing music and the essences and the movements and the breath and the lighting and the energy in the room and oh, it's just extraordinary. Like for me,
yeah, we all coming to your yoga class now. Seeing you.
I'm like, it's like big part of me wants to be a participant in this, but actually a huge part of me loves teaching these classes because it's just like a beautiful dance. So anyway, that's who I am. And what are we talking about today?
Today our topic, let me have a look, is can you have everything you want? Okay. And before that, guys, what we're trying to do with Lucia, if you do watching us chit chat in English or in Slovak, which is gonna be next week, please do share our videos, because we're hoping these chit chat and videos will help someone who is going through tough life at the moment, or something somewhere for someone. So please do share it, and if you do, we'll share the video, which means you have to make a share it on your page, make a screenshot that you have done, and then send the message. And the message for this week will have to be sent it to me, because I've got a big surprise for you guys. You can win this week this lovely book. Okay? Yay. This amazing book you can win if you will share this video today. And what is this book about? So this book is called The Universe Has Your Back, and it's written by Gabriella Bernstein, or Bernstein, I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. And it's basically how to feel safe and trust your life no matter what. Now, I have started reading this book. I only read one chapter because I only got it last week. But it does transform lives of people. If you do read it and if you do practice what she's telling you, it will transform your life, guys. And like Lucia said, do you want to say that story about the guy you mentioned?
Oh yeah, it was really interesting because Martina 2 weeks ago, she mentioned, let's do something that is going to encourage people to, participate, talk to us, tell us that, we want to make this interactive by saying that, guys, write to us. We love, we genuinely want this to be interactive. We feel a little bit lonely here sometimes, don't we, Martina? Like, we really want to interact with you.
Yeah, we love the comments. I mean, Katrina left one comment today, so thank you, girl.
Yeah, and how we created this is, Martina was saying, let's do something, let's always reward people with something, find a way how to give them something back, other than value of hopefully these conversations are giving you. And so this week we are doing the book, and interestingly, when Martina said, I would like to give out this book, I was like, oh my God, that's the same book my friend Jason and my client, who was on my yoga retreat 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? He said to me, he came up to me in the middle of the retreat and he said, Lucia, did you read this book? And I was like, no. And it was actually a new book for me. I think it's a fairly new book, isn't it? It has been released just recently, I think.
Keep going, I'll have a look.
Yeah. And he said, did you read this book? Because this whole retreat is like this book, but in practice. And only because of the title is resonating with what is going on in my life, especially last half year of my life. I mean, last few years, but last half year is very, very intense and beautiful. I was just smiling because I in that moment, I realized that it's not only me experiencing it internally, but it's actually contagious, and it's people who are around me and doing some kind of work with me, and so that makes me very happy. And in terms of these books, Martinka, this is really just conversation to hear from you guys. Like, what's your experience? Do you think there is something much more than what we can understand? Do you think there is such a thing as someone up there listening, whether it's God or universe or Mother Nature? Everybody is calling it differently, right?
Yeah.
But I personally actually believe, and I give you one example. Maybe let's start with example, okay?
Yeah.
That's a good one, I think. And I have these little and sometimes big, sometimes unexplainable miracles happening to me pretty much every day. And these coincidences, and I don't think I'm special. I do believe that once we are more aware of who we are, and yes,
I just wanted to say, I think if you are somewhere higher up and you will sense that energy more, or you will be, I don't know, you will see it clearly than someone who is like really busy and not really concentrating on that kind of stuff. I don't know, that's what I think.
It's basically, I often, I'm a people watcher. I like people and I watch people a lot. For years, I've been fascinated by people, and I always, even as a child, I always used to watch people and just trying to like create like what stories, where they're going, what they're up to, what they're dealing with, do they have children, all these things. And I watch people on tube sometimes, here in London.
Yeah.
Martina and I, we live in London, in case you're joining us from anywhere else. And I often, especially in a tube, I really get present to, and this is a little bit controversial, I appreciate that, but hey, fundamentally, as a people, we are kind of like machines. Really, when you think about it, you wake up in the morning, you've got your little routine, you go and have a glass of water, you go brush your teeth, you get in a car, you go to work, you come back from work, you make a dinner, you go to sleep, next day, same thing again.
Same, yeah.
And it's so easy in this kind of lifestyle to become a bit of a, do you know what I mean?
Cuckoo. Like a robot.
No.
Like a robot, you're not going to be open to something else, or I don't know, you just kind of get into that kind of...
Yeah, and I think, like I had a huge privilege to get out of this kind of routine, and I had a huge privilege to have opportunities in my life where I could, you know, travel and like detach myself for not just holiday, but actually
Mhm.
get out, you know, bugger off to Africa for a couple of months, and, you know, places like all over the world. And that really gave me a perspective. It's like, wow, some people like live like this, and my God, I don't have to be in my little box, you know, I have to actually, you know, experience world in so many different ways. I think this is what traveling is fantastic for.
Yeah.
And you know, and I just really love having that different perspective. And but I appreciate that a lot of people still, and it's not about being higher, being lower, you know, I just, people just say awareness, I think.
Awareness. Katrina said more in tuned.
Yeah, more in
Yeah.
tune, Katrina, more in a flow. Some people say it's kind of all of the same, similar thing, right? And and yeah, but I appreciate, you know, if we are in that state of survival, you know, when we have to go to work and back, to work and back, and then you're so tired that
Mm.
you can't even think of reading a book, or you can't even think of, oh my God, you know, like thinking of you know, doing something else in your life. Of course there is no space to even, you know, it's a pure survival. And there is, you know, I was one of these people, you know, and I still remember it vividly.
Yeah.
And it's only my sheer craziness and courage that got me out of there. And, you know, like courage more than anything. And a bit of desperation, because I was like, no, I'm not going to live like this for the rest of my life. There must be more to life like that. And similar was,
Yeah. So do you think it's like an people are okay to go in a certain speed up to the something they hit, and like how you said it, you know, that's it, that's enough, and then they're going to change, or is individual?
it's
When
individual. I think sometimes we need a kick in the butt,
mm,
like whether it's, you know, we get sick. I have a lot of people who actually, funnily enough, a lot of people are coming to my classes who are just started this process. Or my clients, right? My coaching clients that I coach, they just started. They are kind of on a verge of something, you know, they already know there must be something else out there,
mhm, mhm,
but they just don't have a support structure, they don't have a network, they don't believe it 100%. I actually just coached one lady who just sent me this, like, Lucia, you know, I don't have anyone else who I would have this kind of conversation with, who would not think I'm crazy or I'm,
oh,
yeah, you know, like, you know what I mean.
yeah,
And a lot of people, I believe that a lot of people are awakening, you know, a lot of people are kind of going, well, no, it's not okay for me to be a slave for the corporate world. You know, it's not okay for me to just keep on feeling like, you know, you've got a phone and it's like people are running out of battery completely, like their battery's like red, you know, and they like 2% as they wake up in the morning. By the time it's like 2 o'clock, they have to plow themselves with 5 coffees just to get through the day, you know. I don't think it's
yeah.
okay.
No.
I mean, it's nothing, you know, I don't want to make it wrong either, but I'm just saying this because I think there is something else possible for all of us, you know.
Cool. Martinka just left the message. Yes, you can only take so much. If you are stuck in a routine for numbers of years, you start going crazy. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and then maybe some people wake up and they want some, you know, more out of the time.
For sure. I'm big ambassador for myself, including, and for everybody else, you know, my family, my friends, my clients, my, you know, the world, um, to, yeah, to reconnect with themselves, reconnect with, I suppose that's why I'm doing everything I'm doing fundamentally, you know, to allow that people that freedom to to see new openings, new possibilities for themselves, but not only see those possibilities, but actually having courage to act on them, to grow, to, it's like, I was saying to one of my, this my client as well, she was amazed by it, so maybe I share it with you. It's the awareness is like, it is a transformation, and it's not easy ride. And it can be scary, and it's not for faint-hearted. However, there is something truly extraordinary happening on this journey, and I really wish it from the bottom of my heart for everyone. And the beautiful example is a butterfly. You know, guys, how butterfly is like coming from a little shell.
What is it called? Cocoon?
Is it cocoon? Little thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Did you know, Martinka, that actually, if you would, in theory, find a cocoon, and let's say you want to be nice, you're a good girl, right? So you put a razor and you held butterfly, because they really like struggle there. So you held butterfly to come out of this thing. And it's like, let me help you, butterfly. And you open a little cocoon for him.
Yeah.
He would have no colors. Do you know that?
No. Yeah. Okay.
So it means that actual chemical process, this is how amazing Mother Nature is and how much we can learn from it. The actual chemical process of butterfly really struggling, you know, like to get out of the cocoon, you know, with the little butterfly eggs, you know, kicking, and probably, you know, it must be really quite, imagine, you know, it takes time. That chemical process is actually causing butterfly to have the beautiful colors. And in fact, the more the butterfly struggles to get out of this thing, the more beautiful, brighter colors it has.
Interesting.
So that tells me something about life, and I have like literally goose pimples at the back of my head now, because I was a butterfly. We all are kind of cocoons, or, you know, we are all in kind of different stages, but it's and that's one of the reasons why we are doing what we are doing with Martina, as opposed to, you know, if you are considering this kind of journey, if you're on this kind of, in this kind of stage when you're thinking, like something is opening up for me, but I don't really know what, we are here to support you, to be here with you, for you, and to tell you you're not crazy.
You're not on your own.
Not on your own.
More of us are experiencing this. Yeah. Good. Back to the book. So I found it was published in 2016. So how you said, not long ago. And if I can just read a little bit something from the back so people knows roughly what it's about. So it says, my commitment with this book is to wake up as many people as possible to their connection to faith and joy. In that connection, we can be guided to our true purpose, to be love and spread love. These words can no longer be cute buzz phrases that we merely post on social media. Rather, these words must be our mission. The happiness, safety, and security we long for lies in our commitment to love. Gabriella Bernstein. So, this book I am happy to send to the person who is going to like, share our video, and going to send me the screenshot that it done so. And also on Friday evening, I will be making a draw. So I will be on my Facebook. I will be not choosing, but draw someone. So please, guys, do share. You're going to have one of these lovely books. Can't wait.
So in terms of title, Martinka, universe has got your back, right?
Yeah.
the title. What do you hear behind that? I know you started reading a book.
Yeah, it's only the first chapter I read, but basically I think it's whatever journey you go to, just believe and trust the process. So she just saying, just trust something and you will get there one day.
Mm. Mm.
You know, is yeah. See, I can't still say because I haven't read it, but some of my friends read it and they said it's a life-changing book. So I was
Yeah.
really, really eager to get it.
Do you know what I'm feeling? For myself, I can only speak for myself truly, or, you know, results of my clients, but I want to speak for myself now. I found that, you know, years ago, I was really suppressing who I am without realizing it. And it's like, so I was executive assistant in big city, you know, big city corporates. I was working for KPMG and companies like that for many years.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I was good in my job and I was earning really good money, and someone would be thinking, oh, you know, she's like, oh, well. But inside, guys, I was like dying. It was a dire. You know, I came back home and I was like, oh God, you know, what did I do? You know, what did I do to make a difference to anyone today? You know, and it was like dead end. And it was making me very tired. And also my job, oh my God, you know, I can't even believe, you know, doing what I'm doing now. I can't even believe that I was doing what I was doing then.
Yeah.
You know? And what my job was basically like focusing on the details, and I'm anything but a detailed person, honestly. Like, I'm visionary, you know, I'm complete opposite. And I was in this job for 18, almost 20 years. And you know, what I want to share is that it did start somewhere there. And the more I started reconnecting with myself, and it doesn't happen overnight, but the more I was like really working on myself and going through the personal development programs, and I've done a lot of them, the more I was aware of, and I'm still learning, you know, who I am, what I like, what I don't like, what, you know, who, you know, what frequency I like to vibrate in, where I feel at home. Like where I feel at home, that's more of who I am. Like where I feel like I'm in my natural flow, like everything is just like a little like beautiful dance, you know. And the more I was reconnecting with myself, I felt the more I'm more falling in love with myself, more I'm falling in love with life. Like the internal enjoyment of life, although it can be challenging. You still got crappy days, don't take me wrong.
Yeah. But you can get yourself, when you're saying things now, it's just what I was reading in that first chapter, exactly what she was saying. You know, when she had a crappy day or she got into that crappy state, then she quickly had to find somewhere space. And then I think she said she meditated, or she was saying something, and she got herself into that lovely state. You know, only for 5 or 10 minutes it took her that time. And then she came down, you know, like completely different person. So exactly how you say, you can, you know, it's very good for people who are going with that journey to change quickly into that lovely state, or they can recognize they can get into that nicer state if they're going to have a crappy day or they meet someone not very nice, whatever reason.
This is it. Like, it's no different, you know, even like monks, you know, in the Himalayas. I bet you that same human being like you and me, the same one.
Yeah.
They still deal with their own issues, with their childhood crap, with their stories, with their fears. The only difference between them and us, I personally think, is that they've got amazing practice, you know, like, no kidding, you know, they've got amazing practice that is carrying them through. So when they have these crappy days, which I'm sure they have as well,
Yeah.
you know, is not impacting them that much because their awareness is so much higher. So it's not happening to them, but they can go, oh, okay. And that's kind of where I'm starting to get to. It's like, okay, well, where is this conversation coming from? So rather than being completely victim of my own brain, which is often not telling me, you know, anything useful, is is going, where's that coming from? Where's this little bitchiness coming? You know, whatever,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
right? And then I pause. I have that awareness to go, okay, Lucia, what is really going on here? You know? And that's the only thing. And the skill is how quickly you leave yourself in crappy state
Mm.
and how quickly you can come out of it.
Yeah.
You know, and what's the technology, what's the tools, what works for you? You know,
So what would you say to people if they're in a crappy state and they don't know yet, maybe that is the first time they can hear they can change into different state, you know, what would you recommend them to start doing?
I think it's what we say on these chats all the time, you know, like if what we are talking about resonates with you, if you're like, oh, like that, you know, if
Yeah.
something is happening there, like something, it's like food, yeah, it's like I like it, you know,
Saying tick in the brain, it's starting to tick like, yeah, I can
like I
see
can
what you're
relate.
saying. Mm.
Yeah, if something like this is happening, even if you're like kind of at the beginning of whatever you want to call it, like your transformational journey, you know, then hang around, you know, like join us next week, or you know, find the books, or surround yourselves with, you know, Google start asking yourselves more interesting questions. It's not about answers. It really is not.
Mm.
It is all about the kind of questions we're asking ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe start asking new questions.
Mm. I was just reading a comment from Marianka. She said, I think go forward in life, don't turn back. And then she's saying, she will read the book. Thank you for good suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy. And you know, go forward in life for sure. But don't remember to pause as well. And
Mhm.
remember to check your direction. You know, is this really what I want? Is it worth to keep on walking here? Or not even walking, some people run.
Mm.
And then what? You know, you get to the top, you're 70. What if you are in Africa instead of Indonesia, you know? Like, because what you really wanted was Bali, you know?
Interesting.
Mm.
Guys, if you got any questions, please write in a comment. We're happy to go with them, go through them. If you had actually any books you read, you can recommend us to. That would be great as well. We got something to share. That would be very much appreciated. I'm just going to read another topic, what we've got down there. So what do we really want and why?
Well, this is exactly what we touched with Bali, you know? Like, how do we know what we really want is what we really want? And does the universe give us what we really want, or it gives us all we need?
Mm.
And what we are ready for?
That is better. What we are ready for. See, when you said that, that just clicked.
Yeah.
With me.
You had that.
Yeah, I had that bold moment. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, and yeah, I feel that too, you know. There are still things that I want in my life, And when I started asking deep questions and more honest questions, like really look, like really looking inside and trying to sharing with people as well, because in your head not much happens in your head. It's like same old crap. But when you actually talk to other people, there's more possibility that you will come up with something new, especially with people who are on a similar journey, at least, or maybe 2 steps ahead of you. That's why it's great to get a coach or someone who can guide you. And and is about, what did I say? It's about asking yourselves new questions. Is about surrounding yourselves with people who can be that sounding board to you, and really about being interested about being honest and truthful to yourself more than anyone else. To yourself.
Just to yourself.
Yeah, about why you want what you want, like, if, for example, if I want a baby and I want it because it's going to fulfill some kind of gap in the way of my selfish, I'm going to be happy when I have a baby, then it's not about babies. It's about me being selfish, thinking that baby is going to make me happy. No, it's not going to make me happy. Babies cry. They're nightmares sometimes, so, once I realized that actually, yes, I do want a baby, but what I actually really, really want is being content, being happy with who I am, what I have, with or without baby. That's what I really want, And once I kind of discovered that for myself, but internally, baby is going to be a fantastic bonus. But for now, I'm just enjoying being a woman. I'm enjoying all the sensations that being a woman allows me to have. Just moment by moment. And that's enough, because this is it, guys. We often live towards the future, like one day, someday I will be happy when I have this house, when I graduate, one day, someday. But the fact is, this life right here, right now, that's all we have.
Yeah, it's present.
That's it. There's no one coming to rescue us. There is no one coming to this is life now. And it can be confronting,
I've got one question here. How can you achieve self-happiness?
Yeah, we have. Do you want? Who is asking this?
I cannot pronounce the name. It's Amari, Guasama Amari, if I pronounce it right.
Amari, where are you asking this question from? Which country? I'm curious. It is a great question. It's a great question, and I thank you for this. Amari, let us know if you would like to make a broadcasting about this. Maybe we can pick it up, because we've got like 5 minutes to go, and
there's something Lucia can talk for ages. So I'm gonna read a little note so that can be our next topic.
Yeah, and thank you for that, because it's a beautiful topic, and I'm also really hoping for much more interaction. Like, yeah, Martinka and I, we've been talking at the beginnings, like we are feeling like we are talking a lot. We still want to talk, because obviously you can't have a voice, but I want you guys to have a voice. Like, write a comment so we can actually answer those things that you're mentioning there. And if you ever think that silly question, I'm not sure what to say, what
Do
if
it.
it's not, just do
Yeah.
it. Just do it. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, even if it's the most ridiculous, silly, from your perspective questions, actually it might be very useful, because a lot of people want to ask the question that you will be daring to ask. Like, there's a lot of people that are hoping for you to send that comment. Really,
That is
really.
true. That is true. We all done it. So there is another comment from Sylvia Bartushova. She's saying the book, when I said what book to recommend, so that's A Secret from Rhonda Byrne, or, but this is in Slovak one, Šlabikár šťastia, návrat k sebe od Pavel Hirax, Baričák.
Mám tu
That's something.
srdečko, krásne.
Yeah, I never heard. That's something we can
Very
look
nice.
up. And then also she put a comment, I think in everyone's head, and about positive way of thinking. That's something we were talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, guys. Well, thank you so much for being with us. I think this is the first time ever we are kind of finishing on time, this in the history of broadcasting. But actually, it's really great because I need to go to hairdressers. Guys, look at this. So fantastic.
So another message is Petra, what's happiness? So I think we're going to put that down, and that's going to be another topic we can discuss, because I think, yeah.
Keep on writing to us, keep on commenting, guys. Even if you are watching this from the replay, keep on commenting. Let's get a conversation going. Let's get the juices flowing, and maybe even make some friendships, because people who are commenting on similar things, they probably have things in common. So, if you are interested to look for those new connections, new relationship, like connect with like-minded people. And also, if you're free this Sunday, God, I almost forgot, this Sunday we are doing yoga walk to Leeds Castle. You are going to be in nature. It's 1-day trip. We made it really cheap for people because we managed to get a discount for a Leeds Castle tickets. Leeds Castle is,
You need to say in England, because Petra is from Australia. Sorry, Petty.
Australia. I was supposed to move to Queensland. I'm saying hello to all my Aussies. But yeah, Leeds Castle, guys, one of the most beautiful castles in the world. If you can come, please join me. Send me a message on a Facebook to Lucia Hoxa, and I send you a booking link. It's this Sunday.
Great. Cool. So we're going to finish on this one. I'm just going to one more time say, if you would like to get this book, I'm going to send it to your door. But what you need to do for it, you need to like, share this video, and also make a screenshot that you've done so, and send me a private message with the proof that you have done it. And then on Friday evening, I'm going to choose one of you, lucky person, to win this lovely book. So I think we're going to wrap up because it's 45 past. So thank you very much yet again, Lucia, for a lovely chit chat. Do you know what? You don't know, but I'm learning from you as well. And I've got these lovely tick, 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 ticks in my head, which is so great. And hopefully, guys, you're experiencing the same. I hope this will help you to get a better, happier life. And yeah, we're going to see you next Wednesday, which we're going to be broadcast in Slovak language. And the topic will be, not sure yet what, but it will be a very good one. So love you and leave you. Thank you very much, guys, and see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Wednesday, guys. See you later.